nze okwebaza Yesu
amanyago nejo sinzidde Miss Nakibuuka Margaret from Bulamu.
Sooka okwebaza Yesu ku lw'obulamu bw'ampadde
First, I thank Jesus for the life he has given me
wamu n'obugabirizi
and for the provision.
nze okuweera Yesu obujulizi
I've come to testify for Jesus.
lwali lwakusatu
It was on Wednesday.
nabbulaza wange yakajja wano okusaba wiiki nga bbiri.
I have my brother and he came here 2 weeks back for prayers.
Brother wange ono
That brother of mine
yeewola ssente
borrowed money
sente ze tutamanya ngaffe baganda be
that we relatives never knew about.
era nga zibadde zirudde zitwalidde ddala emyaka 6.
And it has spent something like 6 years from that time when he got it.
Naye ku lwokusatu
But on Wednesday,
bajja ne bamukima ne bamutwala ku poliisi.
they came home and took him to police.
Ne bamutwala ku poliisi
And on doing so,
ne bamuwa olunaku lumu lwokka
he was given only 1 day
ng'amaze okusasula ssente.
to pay that money.
Kati nze teyankubirako
He never called me
talina n'ekimu teyaŋŋamba.
and he didn't tell me anything.
Kati ku lwokuna
Then on Thursday,
nali nzize ku kkubo okugula airtime.
I had gone by the roadside to buy airtime.
Omutima ne guŋŋaana egendako ewammwe.
Then my heart told me to go to our home place.
Ne ntambula ne ŋŋenda awaka.
So I moved and went home.
Bwe natuuka awaka
And when I reached home,
nali ŋŋenze namugamba nti nga mukaaga ayambale bulungi ayambale byeru.
I had gone to tell him that on 6th, let him put on white clothing.
Era bwe namusanga wawaka nga kye namugamba
And then I met him at home, that is what I told
ne
her.
mugamba nzirayo awaka.
Then I told him that I'm going back home.
Naye nga awaka waliwo abantu.
But there are people at home.
Ngamba waayo birabika tebinkwatako.
Then I said, maybe I'm not bothered about
Kati we
it.
yannengera
So when he saw me,
n'ampita
he called me
n'angamba ogenzeeko wali ewa Naalongo.
and told me that, have you gone to Nalongo's place?
Namugamba mubuuzizza ate kiki ekiriwo.
Then I told him that I've greeted her. What is the problem?
Namugamba genda oyogerekokko naye.
Then he told me to go and speak with Nalongo.
Kati Naalongo okwogera naye
And in speaking with her,
teyasooka kumbuulira byoyo.
she didn't first tell me his issues.
Tulina ebijja bya taata waffe ne maama.
We have graveyards for our father and mother,
Biri waka weewati waliwo ekikomera.
and they are inside the fence at home.
Nga sisita nga ŋŋamba.
So my sister told me
Baasudde wali embwa naye nabo bagizzizaayo kuba yavuddemu ekyo ekikomera.
that they threw there the dog, but they took it back to that fence because it's where it came from.
Ne mugamba kaninde empanga kubanga yakolamu ekyo ekikomera.
Then I told her that let me wait for Mpanga because he works in that fence.
Ne mpita Mpanga
I called him
ne mubuuza Mpanga wakimusuula obukyafu ku bijja by'abazadde baffe.
and asked him why they threw those dirty things on our parents' graveyards.
N'asooka ne yeegaana.
Then he first denied.
Ne mugamba mulunda embwa.
Then I told him, it's you who rear dogs.
Ne muga ate ne biwembwa ali awo tosobola kwegaana ne wemba ndeesobola buyinza.
And even the feces for the dogs is there, so you cannot
Nga
deny.
baasudde embwa byali awo yenna yakala dda biki ebyo.
They had thrown there the dog and even the feces were there already
Twali
dry.
tuli awo nga neighbour azze.
So the neighbor came there and then.
Najja mu mirembe yansangawo.
And that neighbor came in peace
N'aŋŋamba baasudde eri embwa
and told me that they threw there the dog.
naye agisudde ate abadde ayima eno wammwe.
But the person who had thrown it was basing in your compound.
Ne mugamba nedda embwa yavuddewo kubanga ne byali wali wa mbwazo ffe tetulunda mbwa.
Then I told him that no, that dog came from your place and even the people that is there.
N'ayagala okwegaana ne mukkiriza emmanga.
So I wanted to deny and then I took him downwards.
Ne mugamba toweegaana kubanga n'omukozi we agambye yeenenyeza gye tuli n'agamba tagenda kuddawo.
And I told him that you should not argue because even your worker has confessed and said that he will not continue to do
N'agamba
it.
mbadde kale mbawa ssente. Ne mugamba obawa abaana ssente naye bayinza okuba bazirya ne batatwala gundi bukyafu
Then he said that I give them money, but I told him that you may give them money, yet they just eat it and they don't do what it is meant for.
kati mba mmaze ekyebyo.
So after all that,
abaami abaali awaka
the men that were at home
kuba abaali baweranga 8
were almost 8.
nga bampita sooka ojja era we baninengera baga oyo kazze.
So they called me, and when they saw me, they said, since that one has come.
Kati we natuuka
So when I reached there,
ne baŋŋamba twagala otuteereko wano omukono.
they told me that we want you to sign for us
nga
here,
batwala ekifo ky'oyo mwannyinaze.
as they were taking up my brother's portion.
Ne mbabuuza
Then I asked them,
mumaze kutuuza famire yonna nti nejje muteereko ze so amuteerako omukono.
that have you called the whole family to sign, because I cannot do it alone.
Ne nnyimirira mu kintu kubanga baali batwala awaffe.
So I stood in this stuff because they were taking up our land.
Era nga bwe batwalawo ate nga wabaagaanye balina omusiba ate era ne bamala ne batwalawo.
And if at all he had refused, they had to imprison him and later take up the place.
Paka ne mugamba omanyi
Then I told him
tetubikola mu bwangu.
that, you know what, let's not rush.
Tetujja kukola ki? Tetujja sayininga
We
nga
shall
tuli
not
basatu
sign.
oba babiri.
When we are either 2 or 3,
Tulina abatusingako.
we have people who are above us.
Kati abaami nga bajja nga mbannyonnyola
So these men came and I explained to them,
nga bawuliriza kye njogera.
and then they listened to what I said.
Era bwe baamala okukiwuliriza
And after that,
naye nga balemeddeko
they had insisted.
ne mpulira nabbi wa Katonda.
So I called the prophet of God
Ne mugamba nabbi wa Katonda omwana ono bamuzinzeeko
and
ku
told
bibiri
him that prophet of God, this boy has been surrounded.
bamutwala e Luzira oba okutwala wano ewaffe.
They are either taking him to Ruzila or they are taking up our land.
Nabbi wa Katonda n'agamba tewali buzibu naye mujje.
Then the prophet of God said, there is no problem, but both of you come to church.
Kati ne tujja wano ku kyaki
So we came here at church,
nabbi wa Katonda n'atukansolinga
and the prophet of God cancelled us.
n'akansolinga mwannyinaze
He cancelled my brother,
era nga mwannyinaze yali omusobya.
and he was in the wrong.
Kane tetwesiga mikwano.
Let us not trust friends,
Mikwano gye gyamutuusa ku ebyo.
because it's friends who made him reach this.
Ekyo nga kiwedde
After all that,
nabbi wa Katonda ng'amaze
when the prophet of God was done,
twaddayo awaka.
we returned home.
Bwe twaddayo awaka
And when we returned,
ne bambuuza
they asked me
osazeewo ki?
that what have you decided on?
Ne mbagamba ekyokusalawo sikigaanyi.
Then
Mujja
I told
kutwalawo
them
naye nga tulina kubeera bumu.
that have not refused to decide, but we have to decide when we are together.
Abasajja bampuliriza.
These men listened to me,
Era buli kye nayogera tebaakiddangamu.
and whatever I spoke, they never responded.
Era ne ntuuza ne baganda bange ate nga be bakulu.
And then I made my siblings to sit, yet they are my
Ne
elders.
mbakubira amasimu ne mbagamba mujje.
I called them on phone and told them to come.
Ku olwo lwennyini
On that very day,
abaami abaali bazze okugula
the men who had come to buy,
nayimirirawo ŋŋanza omu
I stood as I in
ne
person
mbagamba bassebo
and told them
mwagala okutwala wano
that you want to take up this place,
nye wa famire.
but it is a family land.
Mujja kusala kano akapaati kano ke mwagala
You will take this small part that you want,
n'omulala ajja akole ki asale.
and another person come and sell off another portion.
Naye kye mbadde mbasaba
But what I was requesting you,
katuyite baganda baffe
let me call my siblings.
tuteese
We may agree
tulabe kye tukolera ono gwe mubanja.
and then see what to do for this one that you're demanding.
Era we nayita baganda bange
And when I called my siblings,
ne bagamba
they said,
ono buli lunaku gwe tunaaliyiriranga buli ssaawa nga ye yeewula nga ffe
shall we always pay on his behalf after he has borrowed the money? Where do we benefit from?
ne mbagamba nedda tewali atasobya.
Then I told them that no one
Waba
does
yasobeza
not
mu
make a mistake.
waba yasobeza nga tagenderedde nga naye bamubba bubbi.
If at all he made a mistake unintentionally when he was stolen,
Tutunde wano
let us sell here
asasule amabanja
and let him pay the
tugule
debt
awalala.
so we can buy somewhere else.
Era nga we kyali
And as it was,
we kyakolebwa
That is the way it was done.
Bakulu bange bonna
All my elders
banzikiririzaamu.
believe in me,
Ate n'abaana abaguzi
and even the buyers
nabo ne banzikiririzaamu.
believed in me.
Era olunaku olwo olwokuna
And on that Thursday,
omugagga yatuvuga n'atutwala ku ttaka
the boss took us to the land,
kubanga yatutwala ku ttaka lya mirundi ebiri
and it was 2 different pieces of land.
ne tufunako ettaka limu lye twali tusiimye.
Then we got one of the 2 that we had agreed on.
Ne tumugamba wadde ffe tusiimye naye tulina abalala balina okujja okulambula.
Then we told him that although we've appreciated, but there are other people who have to come and also look at the land.
Era we bajja enkeera
And when they came the following day,
omwami n'afuna emmotoka zaalinga 2
this man got 2 cars
n'atuvuga
and he drove us,
ne tugenda ku ttaka
and we went to that plot of land
era baasiima.
and they appreciated.
Kati mu kumala okusiima
And after appreciating, but you're not talking to these people in counseling, but when you're like, you're helping
tugenda
them,
wa
so
Katonda.
I speak to them, and then I say, let me give up on them.
Nabbi wa Katonda.
Prophet of God, for sure.
Neebaza Katonda okumpa okuganja
I thank God for giving me favor,
kubanga buli kye njogera tebakiddamu
because whatever I
ate nga be bakulu bange.
and yet they are my elders.
Era bali abajja okugula bagamba oyo omuwala oyo ategeera oyo.
And those people who came to buy the land say that that girl is understanding.
Era gwe muba mwekwata oyo ayogera ebintu ebizimba
And
oyo.
she's the one you should base on because she speaks things that are developmental. But when she opens her mouth, do they really know how? Getting born again makes someone to
Era
get rid of many things.
banninaze bamaze okulambula ne basiima
And after my brothers went to see the land and they appreciated,
ne tudda awaka ne tubeeramu ne ka meeting.
we returned home and had a meeting.
Bagezezaako okugamba ono omulenzi nti tebalina kye bagenda mmuwa.
They tried to tell this boy that they're not going to give him anything. But what did I tell him?
Nabbi wa Katonda amugamba oyinza okuviiramu awo.
Prophet of God, you told him that he might end up without anything.
Ne mbatuuza ne mbagamba
Then I made them sit and told them
tuguze ettaka
that we have bought land.
kati kyonna ekinaaba kyafunyeeko mumuleke agende n'ekyo.
Now whatever he will have got, let him go with that.
Naye ng'ebbandi alimazeeyo.
But when he has completed that date,
Neebaza Mukama kubanga kwolwo ku lwokutaano jjo
I thank the Lord because
ku lwomukaaga
on
jjo
Saturday
bamusasulidde $3.32.
they paid for him 32 million shillings.
Era bano baganda bafadde bagaanyi.
And these brothers of ours who had refused,
Nabagambye wano tewali atasobya.
I told them that no one here does not sin.
Mukireke n'ekyo kiveewo
Let even that go
mugende n'ekipya.
and go with the new stuff.
Bampuliriza
They listened to me,
era omwami eyatuguze
and the man who bought our land,
ne tugenda ne tulaba yiika twafunye yiika 3
we went and saw the 3 acres that we had bought.
era nga yagenda otugirawo abazadde baffe
And he's the one to remove our parents'
okubaziikula byonna okubikola.
bodies, to remove them from the ground and also to bury them in the new place.
Era kwolwo nannyini kifo kiri kye tugenda okugula
And on that day, the owner of the other land that we are going to buy
bambi talaba.
is blind.
Mu butalaba bwe
And in being blind,
yajja ku gundi ku ttaka lye
he came to his plot of land
n'avaayo kuba nze nali ndiwaawo nga nze nina okwogera.
and went away because it was me who was there and was meant to speak.
Bwe yavaayo
When he went away,
n'aŋŋamba ondaba.
he told me that you see me,
N'aŋŋamba ondaba we nfaanana.
you see me the way I look.
N'amugamba kulaba so.
Then I said, yes, sir, I see you because you are still a young boy.
N'aŋŋamba bakuyitaani, n'amubuulira amannya.
Then he told me that, what's your name? And I told him my name.
Ati omwami oyo
So that man,
yali yawandiisa eryo ettaka
he had registered that land,
era nga byebimu byebino kuba twayokesezaamu buli omu n'afunako kopi.
and this is the same copy because we just photocopied of the original.
Kino kye kiraga nti ettaka twali tutte.
This is what shows that we took up the land.
Neebaza Mukama olw'ekyo.
I thank God for that.
Kuba tubadde tuludde ekiseera ng'ettaka lyaffe ligaanyi.
Because we had taken a long period when our land had failed.
Naye okuva naleeta mwannyinaze prophet n'amusabira.
But ever since I brought here my brother and the prophet of God prayed for him,
Buli kimu kiteredde.
everything has got well. I told these people, you see all those things that have come. They come with the purpose that God is going to do something for you. You've seen people confessing. And others took them in a different way, but surprisingly, those people who have confessed are going to start getting. Amen. To take the brother to prison, and even this money to accumulate, is what has caused this land to be sold off. And it is what I told them there in counseling. How much money did I do the counseling? I'm going to show you that I'm a pastor who loves his people. For sure, the prophet of God called us here, but I was also fearing. My brother was telling me, I'm demanding for some money somewhere. Maybe I should then demand for it and then we go. And surely we came before God without a single coin. But the prophet of God stood in for us. Even the Spirit of God could not allow me to set them free because the lunch hour had reached. Then the man of God told me to go for lunch hour. We thank God for His grace. Prophet of God, what we want to speak. For sure, my brothers. As you say that they might not buy, but they will take the money and share it. Prophet of God, it was true. Because when the man brought us from the other side, he took us to his shop. And we first agreed from there. And everybody brought his issue. All that. Who remembers when I told her that they will not want to buy? Amen. All that God does it so that they could give them land first. This means that this money is blessed. Prophets of God, we left that place when it was approaching 9, while coming from this man's place. And the boys first looked on. But because the other people know me, they pointed at me and said, whatever that one says is what we go with. Then they looked at me, but I told them that the graveyards have not yet left the other place. Although we bought, I want only one thing. As long as the graveyards go to the other place where we bought, let that man give you your balance. Prophet of God, the hair looked at me nga baagala kulya ssente badduke batulekere ebijja.
They wanted to eat the money and go away and leave us with the graveyards. Ng'obunabbi bwe bwali nti leka nsabe, obwo bwe bwali obunnabbi. But how long has it taken? Even your prophecy will reach you who is seated there.
Nabbi wa Katonda okumanya gye twakuze.
Prophet of God,
buli omu obedda aganza agenda okubeerawo.
the other place where we bought, everyone is saying that is the one to stay
N'alina
there.
amaka naye ayagala abeere wali.
Even someone with a home wants to stay there.
N'abagambye ne mbagamba mukule.
But I told them to grow up.
Wano tuba twagalawo bazzukulu b'abalenzi.
We only want grandchildren of the boy children.
N'abaana nabo beeyiye bakuume ekijja.
And let even these children
Naye
take care of themselves and
ng'olaba taata
but you see
akaayana,
fighting.
omusika akaayana.
The year was fighting.
Twabadde tulina abalenzi nga babiri.
We had something like 2 boys.
Era be beesibye wali okubeerawo.
And they are the ones who insisted that they want to stay there.
Naye nga buli omu ayagala abeerewo, buli omu ayagala
But
abeerewo.
everyone wants to stay there. So where we want to reach,
Kati nabbi wa Katonda,
now prophet of God,
kati kye tuliko
what we are on
ku Lwokusatu
is that on Wednesday,
bwe bagenda okutwala ebijja.
that is when they will take the grave. Yes. What did I tell you to do when they are taking the graveyards? It was in the crowd of people. I told you that even if your siblings do not agree with you, but always tell them that they should first bring a seed here. Don't you remember it?
Nabbi wa Katonda.
Prophet of God,
Badde kale sikyakijjukira.
I couldn't
Naye nga
remember,
kyemmanyi,
but what I know,
nabbi wa Katonda wali gwe wennyini.
Okay.
bring those things for me to first see. God, what I've forgotten so much
Okwebaza Yesu olw'obulamu.
is to thank Jesus for life.
Nabbi wa Katonda we twali tugenda omulundi ogwokubiri,
Prophet of God, when we were going the second time,
bannaffe baagwa ku kabenje.
our friends fell on an accident.
Baagwa ku kabenje,
They met with an accident
baali basatu.
and there were 3.
Baali ku ppiki,
They were on a motorcycle,
ppiki ono yali alinaanye amabuga,
and the one who was next to the driver
n'agwa eri mu maaso,
fell in front
n'alumizibwa omutwe guno gwonna n'eriiso lyonna yanuubukanuubuka.
and was hurt on the head with his eye.
Twali tutuuse ne batukubira essimu nti bano bagudde ku
For
kabenje.
us, we had reached. Then they called us and said that they had met with an accident.
Nabbi wa Katonda kwaliko n'omwana wa mwannyinaze omusika.
Prophet of God, there was even the hair of my brother.
Omwana oyo
That boy,
bannaye newaabanga omuntu yakunyiiza,
although someone might have angered you,
naddala bamaama basenga,
especially the mothers and aunties,
oluusi olulimi terubeera lulungi.
at times the tongue isn't good.
Omwana oyo nasooka ne mugamba,
I first told the child
badde njagala ku ssimu ya taatawo
that I wanted the contact for your
ku
father
lw'ensonga y'awali awaka.
due to the issue of at home.
Nabbi wa Katonda omwana oyo yaginnyima,
Prophet of God, that boy refused to give it to me.
ne nkeera ku makya
And even the following day,
ne nziramu ne mugamba,
I told him
bw'aba talina ssimu jjo wamufunidde ku ki?
that if at all he doesn't have a phone, how were you able to get him yesterday?
Era omwana n'agaana okugimpa.
And still, he refused to give it to me.
Kati wagaana okugimpa,
And on refusing to give it to me,
kuba abaali bagenda musindikirako ssente tumusange e Busiika,
because they were going to send him money on that phone so that we could find him in Busika.
era omwana we yagaana,
And when the child refused,
ne mugaa tewali buzibu
I told
kanyinde.
him that no problem, let me go.
kati omwana oyo yajja nninnya akagere.
So that child came after me.
Olwo nga yagambye muwala wange
After telling my daughter
olw'okuba alina senga we gwe batakolagana naye.
that since he has an auntie that he's not connected with,
N'amugamba taata ayinza n'obutakkiriza n'ebyo bintu.
and he said father might not even accept these things.
N'agamba nze ate senga Namutebi waba agenda
And if Auntie Namutebi is going,
sigenda kugenda
I will not go.
ne taata tajja bbikkiriza.
But father will not also accept.
Ne mugamba oyo asaaga.
Then I said he's joking.
Bwe manjogedde kiba kiwedde.
If I've spoken, that is over.
Nabbi wa Katonda omwana oyo yanninnya akagere paka waka.
Prophet of God, that boy came after me up to my home.
N'ayita oli sisita wange gw'ayita sengaawe. Fomanyi yali atugambye tetuli sengaawe.
Then he called the other sister of mine whom he calls auntie because he had said that we are not his aunties.
N'asooka n'amuteekamu olugambo amubuulira ebigambogambo.
So he first put some rumors in her.
Ne nnyingira ne mugamba tokola lugambo yogera ekituufu.
Then I entered inside and told him that don't make rumors, speak the truth.
Ne mugamba oli Namutebi azaalibwa wano gw'oli muzzukulu ngandiirwa.
Namutebi is born here, but for you, you are just some greens.
Ne mugamba kitaawo byamulema okubalabirira.
Your father failed to take care of you.
Ate kati oli wali oseetula lugambo n'olisengaawo.
And now you're there making rumors with your auntie.
Ne mugamba ekyo si kirungi.
That is not good.
Ne mugamba olisengaawo.
The other one is your auntie,
Y'omu yenze
and she's the same as me.
ate nze nkiyimiriddemu.
And I'm the one standing in this.
Nabbi wa Katonda omuwala yafunye accident.
Prophet of God, the girl got an accident,
Naye nga ku nsonga ki?
but basing on what
Kubeera
reason?
ng'ayogerayogera mwana muto ate
Because
ayogerera
she speaks anyhow,
basengaawe
she's
ate nga
there
kitaawe yali mu nsobi.
and speaks about the aunties, yet the father is the one in who has the mistake.
Era olunaku olwajjo
And yesterday,
omwana yagambye taata woofuna ssente
the child told the father that once you get money,
naffe watuzaala babiri tuwe.
you produced us too, also give us our share.
Ne nabbi wa Katonda
But prophet of God,
eri yabadde accident.
it was a super accident.
Yabadde accident
It was a super one.
kubanga ne booda baagitutte balala.
Because even the people who took the boda were different.
Twamaze ne tukomawo
Kati awo we mwagala okwepangira ku bijja.
So that is where you want to play around with the graveyard.
Bannange abasumba bali wano ani ayinza okugenda n'akola misa mu maka ga bannakibuuka ne basengula ebijja.
The pastors who are here who can go to the family of Miss Nachibuka and pray so as to remove the graveyard.
Evangelist
Aren't you an
asobola
evangelist?
wanika.
Anyone who can do that, raise up your hand.
Asobola wanika awo mala ogambe njagala nnyo ssente.
If you can, raise up your hand and then say, I like money so much.
Asobola wanika
If you can, raise up your hand.
era basikuwe ogende.
And let them give you money, and then you go.
Awo ojja kukoma okugamba nti njagala nnyo ssente.
You stop saying that I like money so much.
Okyalinayo ebirala by'oyagala
You
okukola.
still have certain things that
Nabbi
you
wa
have to
Katonda
speak.
neebaza bwebaza kujjako nabbi wa Katonda musaba bansabireko
Prophet of God, I just want to give thanks, but I also want to be prayed for.
kubanga nze
Amen.
neebaza Yesu
I thank Jesus
olw'okusumulula ekifo kyaffe
for delivering our land,
kubanga tebibadde byangu
because things have not been easy.
mubaddemu okwetta
There's been killing each other,
nga buli omu akyasanga kyaleeta ku malaalo
and everyone has been bringing anything to the graveyards.
ffe ng'abamu n'ebijja tetukyayagala kugenda kubirima.
And some of us had given up on going to dig on the graveyards.
Ne neebaza Yesu
But I thank Jesus,
era nabbi wa Katonda nze okuva we baŋŋamba nti bagenda kuziikula taata wange
and prophets of God from the time they told me that they are going to remove my father.
Badde buli ssaawa nfukamira ne ŋŋamba taata we tuba twasobye otusonyiwe.
I've been always kneeling on my knees and saying that, Father, if at all we made a mistake, forgive us.
So that's why you have been having favor.
Yensonga lwaki obadde olina okuganja?
Because the father heard that.
Kubanga taata ekyo yakiwulira.
Amina prophet.
Amen, prophet of God.
Nebaza Yesu olw'ekyo.
I thank Jesus for that.
Kitiibwa ne kyeno nkijjuza Yesu.
I give all the glory.
Olagana nabyo.
But there are certain things that I do not work with.
Kubanga awaka
Because at home,
batandise bo muteme ku guli omuti, muteme ne ku guli.
they start
Simanyi mu
saying that
bukwaye
you can cut on the
mubisimbe.
other tree and the other one and then go and plant those parts. Now you can find such an SDA Adventist not believing in Prophet Bwonajja. We thank God for his